What is up, everybody? It's I, the People's Machine, coming at you again with another exciting episode of the Gaming Roundtable, brought to you by our guys, Unpaid Gamers, which I'm a part of. Please check out the Post-Human Guy. He's got your leisure plays, he's got your podcasts, and Mr. Banloss, the man, the myth, the Apex legend, doing his thing on the PC, and you can see him kick ass and take names in this season on Apex Legends. And this is Warhammer Week, continuing tonight with another game from the Warhammer universe that came out not too long ago, right around when Avengers came out or before, called Necromunda Underhive Wars. It's about gang warfare on these giant hive worlds that stretch up like termite mounds to the atmosphere. And it does take place in the 40k universe, my personal favorite of the Warhammer stuff. And basically, the purpose of a hive world, according to Wikipedia, like Necromunda, is to be a manufacturing center to provide equipment for the boundless legions of the Imperial Guard and Space Marines, as well as lay down new hulls for the Imperial Navy. And they produce billions of tons of manufactured goods daily, and then in return for the services, the hives are being supplied with billions of tons of food and raw ore every day. But this deals with these gangs that kind of fight over territories and resources, and that's what this game's about. The people who created this game also created Mordheim, and which is another game that I own. And this is an official product this is the official product of that. And Rogue Factor Entertainment had developed this game. And a lot of people at first thought, according to what I've been reading about the game and stuff along that lines, because I haven't played the game extensively, to be perfectly honest with you. I believe the game came out, and then Avengers came out, and I got wrapped up in Avengers, and we all know how that turned out, so we're not going to rehash that. But this Necromunda allows you to create your own gang from scratch and go online or play scenarios with them, or you can go through the story. And while this does have some elements that is similar to Mordheim, City of the Damned or whatever, but it plays differently. And even though it has some XCOM-like vibes, this time it's just done a little bit different. You have a lot more control over your characters per se. So let's get into this game, shall we? Because it's, again, a 40k universe game, and it's really interesting because this game kind of came out of left field with very little press, very little advertisement, but it's a Warhammer game. Had to get it. And luckily, it was not a full-price title. It was like a half-price title, or a little less, actually. So it was nice for them to put out something without full price. And you always love that. So let's get into the story. And like I said, I have played through some of it, but I haven't played through all of it. This is the actual intro screen. It's going to talk about the game world. Now, I did turn the volume down, folks, because, unfortunately, if the volumes are too loud, you won't be able to even hear my voice. I came across that many moons ago, and now I've learned my lesson, so I turned the volume down so you can hear. But we're going to skip this, because we got to get into this gameplay, and we're going to talk a little bit about this. This is Chapter 1. I'm going to play from the beginning, so you get a base idea of how this game plays. I've played through this once before, but I went in and reset the tutorial so you could see how all this works. And I actually think the game is really interesting and a little bit different than Mordheim. And Mordheim had a fairly steep learning curve, in my opinion. Once you got past a couple scenarios, it wasn't too bad. But one of the things that set it apart was in Mordheim, once your characters were done moving, you were not allowed to see the enemy characters where they were moving. So you really had to think ahead on that game, and this is a little bit different. So let's get into this. Again, very nice graphical touches on these in-game cinematics.
Come on, Kira. Move your off.
Yeah, buddy.
Watch out! okay, Bex? Bex! I'm okay. I ain't made of glass.
All right, so that's kind of the first intro there. So this is the basic turn-based here, and you're going to have your two characters to start here on this tutorial. And again, they did a really nice touch in the graphics. The graphics are very nice, very crisp, very clean. A lot of detail, paying attention to detail. Everything looks, you know, as you would assume with these giant manufacturing husks of insect mounds, as they call them, and it's just basically what you got going on here. So when you move in this, unlike most of the strategy games that are like this, you, as you can see here, you can literally just move your character like you're playing almost like a third person. You can only move them so far, obviously, before you have to do certain actions. And this is what separates it from the Rogue's first game, Mordheim, which actually showed you how far you could move. And a lot of games like this also have like your hexes, like your XCOMs and stuff do that. But this game, you just kind of move it like you're playing almost like, it feels almost like you're playing a third-person shooter. And if you want to vault, that's when it costs you movement points. And then you're going to move up ahead, and you finally reach as far as you can go, which is that our circle there. But that's because it now shows up because of your movement points. You're going to end your turn there, and then you're going to get to this character. And again, the same kind of scenario. You're going to be moving right along. And let's see here if I can remember what we're supposed to be doing or how I get over. Let me do something here. Give me a second, I'll figure this out. There's a way to get across. I don't know if I get across if I jump or what I'm doing, but oh yeah, this is, I forgot, enable tactical overlay. So you're going to hit L1 because I forgot this is the tutorial. And that's going to show you like where your character is at and things along that line. So objectives and interactive objects are shown. So let's see here. Memory serves. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, you can jump from here and jump down with your, which is pretty neat. I forgot that was in the game, in this tutorial. And then you're just going to meet up with your character. Again, you're just kind of moving like you're playing a third-person shooter, but then you're going to, again, run out of points at that point. And it's less intrusive than other games, where I know with other strategy games and things along that lines, especially like playing the Rogue's first game, Mordheim, Rogue Factor, when you're moving around and doing stuff, it's just, it really feels like you're definitely playing a version of the tabletop, and that's what they were going for. This is a little bit more free-flowing, and I like that aspect. Toggle the panel, talks about your buffs and debuffs, Toxin Specialist, Saboteur Pack, things along those lines. And it's nice to, and again, you get a lot of information. You got your near-death trauma 2 turns, and just your stats, you know, your basic percentages for crits and things along that line. So we're going to go here. You do have an inventory screen, and because you will get equipment, armors and stuff along that line, which does change the look and feel of characters. Like they will change the way they look, which is, again, it's a nice little thing to have that in there. We're going to exit, and we're going to end the turn. And then this is where you're going to select different people. So, like a typical strategy game. So you're going to select them with the A of the X button. It's my turn. And you're going to run over here real quick. Now, there are items. It says I have to get to the exit over there. Again, I can do this. And again, nice little touches. Zip lines and things like this that weren't in their previous efforts. The game has quite a bit of verticality. And as you can see, I can move pretty far. Like, which is great. Barricade here. Says dealing toggle offensive category. You choose a target. You're going to hit the X button. You can cycle targets that way. Right now, this is the only target. And you're just going to shoot it. Get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and end the turn for her. And then we're going to go ahead and get her moved over there. And this is the thing about this game that I really dig. If you like your XCOM type games and you like those type of games, you're going to like this game. Mordheim is again an excellent game, and it's right. It's a fantasy version, but she can't move as much, so we're going to end the turn. But what I really like about this game is the fact that the being able to move and how you move and do things is really cool, because it does feel like you're just playing like a third person game or shooter in that regard. But now we've got some characters showing up here. You got enemies and stuff. You'll be fighting them, and each character does have some class-based things going on. So we're going to select her because I want to get her over to my other character. Now you're going to watch. Now, unlike Mordheim, where you couldn't see the enemy's movements, as I said before, you can see them in this one. You can toggle the strategy view. This allows you to see a map and whatnot. You can focus the active fighter. You can put beacons down. You can you can get low to the ground if you really just want to set up some tactics. It's kind of nice. So focus active fighter. That's her. It's going to tell you a little bit about that character, which is great. So it's end of turn. It's our turn now, and I like the fact that you do get to see the enemy movements in this one. I didn't mind it so much in Mordheim, but it made it really tricky, because sometimes the game you kind of got screwed at times, and other times you didn't. So we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna choose a target. I'm gonna shoot her, and she's pinned down, which is great. I can shoot her again since I still have AP left. And I'm done with that. Now you do have Overwatch tactics and defenses going on here, so I gotta get rid of this melee warrior. So we're gonna get her, and she's gonna come over here because it's her turn. I'm gonna do a strike. They ended their turn, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to take this person out. I'm going to hit offensive. And she's down. Now my two-handed weapon to jam. And that can happen in the game too. There's little statistics and stuff like that, and you have to be careful. So we're going to just go ahead and end her turn here. And then we're going to take, when it gets to me, I can go use that healing thing. And again, this is your typical strategy kind of XCOM kind of style game, but just done in a way that's it's excellent, because it just feels really good. There's a flow to it, and she's gonna have to switch positions just to get into range for us. She's gonna try to shoot from distance for sniping and whatnot. And she'll move again. Try to keep out of range of our weapons. AI is pretty competent. Let's just say that. I'm only using 2 characters, so it is easier to manage. But here's interactions. I want to heal. I can get my AP back or block by debuff, but I can do this. Get that back, which is nice. Go ahead and walk, use the dispenser, try to get up to her. I'm gonna see how far it's gonna let me, because if I can stay in cover, okay, it's gonna let me go pretty much all the way. I got her in the back, so You can hit tactical, which lets you do like kneel, you can shoot, reload, field repair, and things along that lines as well. So we're going to get her. And we're going to end turn. Now, we're going to have to move her, obviously. Her weapon's jammed currently. So you want to do this, which you'll kneel or unjam. I don't know if I have to... see, field repair. Try to get her weapon unjammed, which I believe was successful. Toggle tactical, you can kneel. Hovering over an enemy in combat view, how much they can see the active fire versus as well. So that's good to know. But we're going to go ahead and move up here and try to take her out. I did a lot of damage shooting her in the back. Tactical, you're going to kneel, which is going to make me a slightly less target. End our turn. It's her turn. Each round you do get your AP and different things restored. So we're going to, it's our turn again. Or no, I hit X to make it her turn. She's going to try again, stay in cover. And then run again. Because she's the range character and is trying to stay out of range. But it won't matter, we will still get her. We're going to run over here. She's going to have no place to pretty much go at this point. And that's it.
Searcher! More would never venture out this far without a map of the area.
Search costs nothing. If she has anything, it's good just to take what she has. Let's see here. Put in backpack. There we go. Laser cannon, which is great. 3 to exit. Let's strike if I want it. If you're up close, you can attack people. Except for some reason my character, accidentally unequipped her weapon. Alright, now what we gotta do is get to the exit that's over there. But I'm out of my movement there. So we're gonna take her. Turn, and we gotta move over to this exit. And turn, and then we gotta get her over there now. And it says she's heavily wounded, but that's okay. Again, there's penalties and different things along those lines. If you get wounded, there's effects, status effects, just like you would find in any of these style of games. You extract. Okay, we're gonna have to intern first before we can extract to get our AP back, and then we should be fine. Return, extract, search Morin's body. I searched, I didn't see a map. Now I gotta run back and get it. Silly me. Then I can actually leave. So let's go back and see if I can get this back from her. It's really interesting how you can move around and it doesn't really cost you AP unless you're, you get pretty far now. I got to end the turn, of course. And I'm just going to let me see if I've got anything I can like take to heal just for, let's see here. Putting backpack, no. Whoops, did it again. Let's see here. Equip. I don't think I have any way to heal at this point, but that's okay. We're gonna get her over to here. And I'm supposed to search. It says search. And this is what I didn't do. She should have here we go. So I'm going to take her, I'm going to take that, and her map. And that way I have equipment, and that way we can get the hell out of here. And you can toggle the strategy view here as well, which is great. So I've done all that. So we gotta run back. I may have to go through another turn, which I know it looks like I'm gonna have to. We're gonna pick her. Round 8. We're just gonna end the turn because she's fine. I'm already at the exit. Now it does get crazy when you start having to control 5 or 6 people at once, and you got to keep track of everything. But it's pretty easy to keep track of. And now you can extract. And then I'll extract with her next. Boom, out of there.
Come on, the meeting place is just up ahead.
And that's that. That is basically how the game, ebb and flow of the game works. And you do fight a variety of different gangs. You can create your own gang from scratch, which is pretty nice. And she was one of your own.
Never liked her anyway.
Whoa, whoa, we're with you.
No hard feelings?
Hell no. If Maren wanted to leave, she had to be strong enough. And she was weak. So we'll follow you, sister. So what's this all about? Why are we meeting on the way out of here? It's got to be big. Why risk it otherwise? Big enough that Tess is more worried about the house matriarchs hearing about it. Big enough to risk getting into a fight with the slab punchers.
Ooh, so the biggest. It's gotta be loot, right? Ahoy!
Shut up, Kira.
Hey, lay off!
Classic Servo Skull doing its thing. And then you get into chapter 2. Each gang you will play as in the game will get you to different chapters, and that's basically how Necromunda is set up. Is that, and you go through certain chapters with the one gang, and then you end up playing as all the gangs to see all the different sides of the story and what the actual story is, because all the gangs are they found an artifact, and then it would definitely give them control over the entire hive. So that's basically the backdrop. It's not the best story, obviously, but it's actually, you know, for what it's doing, it's pretty good. So let's hit back here for a moment, since we got past that. And of course, you can get into, again, the gangs. So you can create a new gang, and they really want you to play through the whole story first, is because the game does have a lot of tutorials on how to do the various mechanics, and they don't want you just to jump into anything. But I want to show you a little bit about the gang creation and what you can do. So you can choose like House Goliath, House Orlok, or Escher. Just says a matriarch or house boasting generations of pharmaceutical expertise. Escher's produce and supply the hive of others clan houses with all manner of drugs and stems. House Goliath, hulking masters of the forge, whose sprawling industries churn out countless weapons, ammunition, and other goods. Goliaths value physical size and strength above all else. Gives you some bonus stats and different things that they have. And then the Orlok, which is expert miners who extract and refine the resources ages past. They control and fiercely defend the vast transport networks between Necromunda's hive cities. And again, you get different abilities. So it's pretty nice to see the different gangs, and you can create a gang. So if I was to choose this particular character, you can do a starter gang or a custom gang. You can name your gang, which is pretty neat. So I usually like to do the custom. If you want to name it however you want to name your gang, you can. So you can call them, you know, let's just call them Classic. We'll call them the Warriors. And go to create new gang. And this is going to take me to the gang creation screen. And Necromunda lets you go online and play against other people's gangs, or you can play through custom scenarios, so you can use your own characters however you want. And it's got a pretty decent create a thing for Necromunda Hive Wars. And I just got done playing the first tutorial. I wanted people to see kind of how the ebb and flow of the game was, and now this is the game creation. And this is where it tells you a little bit about the complete for riches and glory, but gathering valuable resources for the clan houses of House Primus. Skirmish allows you to test your crew's resolve in matches against other people online or the AI. That's how you're going to level up and rank up and earn loot. Of course, you have your shop. It becomes available after 2 missions. Memory screen becomes available after you complete your first operation. And of course, your stats that you can look at. So if you go to crew management, you can recruit. You need 1 leader and at least 2 other fighters. So your crew rating, which is a reflection of number, rank, and equipment of your active fighters. The rating used to match you with players of similar level in skirmish and does not consider fighters in your reserve. So let's see here. So you go to recruitment, this, and you pick traits. It does give you a lot to kind of work with equipment and stats. So if you can look at your character here. You can zoom in too, so if you want to see a closer look. But what you do here is you can you can't select male because this is an all-female because of who you belong to, but you can get into different face shapes. If you want certain look, you get the face details. You know, they give you a few options here if you want certain looks for your character. You know, you can go like 1 or you can go 7. You got different looks if you want different looks. So you get into your different traits, and you got curious. It tells you like what the traits give you and why. Athletic, which gives you toughness and max toughness, stuff like that. Protein, which is melee prowess and max melee prowess, and that's good for like your melee characters if you want to do that. And it tells you, then you choose a martial trait. So like if I went with athletic, I can say I want strength and max strength, or toughness and max toughness. I would pick that trait. So it's been chosen. You can name your character, which is great. So if you just wanted to name, you know, let's see here. We'll call her Tamara Quill. Why not? Let's just use Quill's name. And then you get into, she's the leader. You can choose a career. So if you want to, this is basically your class. You can be a Deadeye. It talks about Deadeyes are special with rifles, a brawler, a heavy, a saboteur, and a lay mechanic, engineers and whatnot. But we'll keep her as a heavy for right now. I picked all that, and you're going to, let's see here. These are your, let's see here. Hold on a second. We're going to get into, you know, this is the stuff that she's going to wear, and we're going to get back down to here. We're going to hire her. So you got this character here. It says managing your fighters. You earn XP for every character, and then you get into gang customization. Now the customization is kind of neat because then you can get into, you know, her hair, what colors you might want it to be. You know, she got these mohawks. You know, different things that you can pick. Let's do that red there. You got a gang color, and you know that shows her. That's going to be the gang color. You got your advanced palette, so you can choose like a variety. I mean, again, they give you a lot of options as far as that is concerned. You get into, you know, her tattoo. You want certain tattoo colors. You know, it's again same kind of situation here. You can get into presets. Let's say I want to get into this category. We'll change it to red. Let's say we want this more. Wait a minute. Let's go up here. Choose like a little bit darker red there. That sounds good. Let's go with that. And then you get into this, and we'll go ahead and let's throw it down over to gray so I can get a white. So you got, you know, different tattoo colors and along those lines. Unless I just want to keep it, you know, all red, I can do that. Various shades of degrees there. So that's your gang color, your palette colors. We're going to go back on that. You can change like her entire body, which is, again, you can customize this fully. We'll just go with that because that seems good. You get into her weapon. You can customize like the different, you know, the look of the weapon. You can get to, you know, what's her two-handed weapon going to look like. We'll give her that same red and white kind of color. You're going to go into that, and then you're going to go into confirm changes. And you can reset them, of course, obviously. I could have swore, let's see here, You got your operations, your skirmish, of course. I need more crew to do skirmishes. This is making me do this tutorial stuff. So you're basically doing that. Gang stats and different things. We're gonna get back into. I know that. Let's see here. Let's go back into. This is our fighter management. Promoting fighters. You can lay them off, rename them, check out their traits, all that good stuff. You know how they, you know, this here, fighter stats, their skills, because you do earn skills and level up. And each fighter, you're going to go through the game and literally like be doing a lot of management with the characters. So it's like these are real characters, stuff you can do. This is stuff here too. This is pretty neat. You can get into like the different skin. If you want to, again, change the skin tone of her, you got a variety of, like I said, about, so let's say we do one, you can change the way her tattoos are, so there's a variety of tattoo choices to choose from. Take a second to load up here, which is pretty neat that they actually do give you tattoo options, and I like that aspect. You got your straps, you know, a couple different ways. You know, you got 3 different ones, so they don't give you a ton to work with, but they do give you some of these customization options. You get to the head, you can change her, I have to complete the story mode to unlock hair customization, but you do get different face accessories, so if you want different earrings, different nose rings, do you want her to have a scar, no scar, you know, you can give her a variety of things, again, just gang customization, and it's a little different depending on where and, you know, what you're, if you unlock certain things in the game to give you different customizations, which I like. And again, you can go in and customize that. So you do get these elements to create your character. So you're going to save and continue. So, and that's how that works essentially. You make your character. So when you're done with this, you do have to have at least 2 other people. So you will have to recruit more. You know, she's an engineer. We're going to make her a brawler. And we're going to get into that there. So, let's see here. Hold on a second. Oh, messed that up. Go over here real quick. And I want to change again up to a brawler. And try to get some reason that, there we go. Now, stop, like, showing me that. Okay, here we go. So again, get your face shape there. Yeah, 1's fine. We'll do 3. She looks kind of, and it's cool that it defaults to the colors that you chose for your leader, so it does make it a lot easier to create your characters. You know, kind of crazy. She's pretty nuts looking, but again, I can take all those piercings out and whatnot. We can do curious. We can do your protein, which is melee prowess. You want to pick that. Go ahead and hire her. And then get into, and then again, go back into gang customization. I mean, go over to this person and hit gang customization. Let's see, here we go. And again, just kind of, I just want to change her up a little bit. Change her tattoos a little bit. That's fine. Change her skin. Make her a little tan. Try some different tattoos, make her a little bit more tribal. You know, we'll give her those straps. You know, again, it's now in the leader you can't change the hair, but you can in this. So I give my character none. You know, so a little spiky, that looks pretty cool. Get rid of the nose rings and get rid of the scars. Let's see about getting her. We'll give her like those lip rings. That's pretty cool. And we'll give her that necklace. Now we'll give her that one. And again, you do have all these pretty neat little things you can do for your characters. Different shirts I can equip. A few different options here and there. Let's see how many. We got 6 options. So we'll go with that, and we'll go. Do I want any gloves on her? Those are pretty cool. Do I want any shoulder blades or shoulder stuff? You can match it up if you want. Your right upper arm. There's nothing for the left upper arm for right now. So we'll go ahead and we'll give her that. That looks pretty cool. So again, you get all these really neat customizations. So it does feel like it's your characters, you name the characters. So, And if they die, they die. They're gone. So it's, again, got that permanent death kind of thing. But like Underhive, it's pretty neat, just the way that they set it up. And I might actually change her hair, and we'll give her the... I want to do something. We'll give her that. Why not? And we'll go back to that, and then hit back, save and continue, and I've made that character. So the game allows you to create your own gang, and you have to have at least 3 fighters to enter a mission, but you can have several characters recruited with different classes. So it is actually pretty fun to mix and match. You can have a melee focused one. You can have different things. So it's pretty nice once you get into it to play the game, that you do have all this customization to your liking. You can hit back. Before I get into that, I named the characters, of course, the Warriors, like the Warriors. And I can go, wait a minute, return. I want to say, let's see here, wait a minute. Crew management, go another recruiting. And again, it's always good to have, Deadeye's good for range, for rifles. Actually, she looks pretty cool as is, so we might just keep her the way. And her name is Tricky, which is kind of funny, but we're gonna call her Trixie. We're gonna call her Trixie. We're gonna call her Trixie McFingerbang, if it lets me. It's pretty funny. No, I like the way she looks fine, the way she is right there. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know about all that right there. And she has to have, let's see here, intelligence and max, alertness and max, stoic, protein is accuracy and max accuracy. We'll give her that. We're gonna hire her, of course, right off the bat. And now I've got 3 characters. So if I want to play a skirmish, I can. There's no ongoing operation. I can begin one, or I can do the contest, risk-free practice mode, or rewards and consequences. If I do an operation, it's going to accept opponents in the sector, which is going to be against online people. There may be not anybody playing. There's a few people playing. There might be somebody playing. Let's see these rewards here. Be going against people, my headquarters, pit brawl. And you're just going to go through here and choose a mission, and it's just actually pretty neat to actually be able to make your own gang, name them, equip them, outfit the classes. And Necromunda Underhive Wars does have the story, but then you have this aspect of the game, which is the meat and bones of the thing. You've got the Warriors, the Massive Crew, and the Ash Runners, and these are all people that you can do. You can abandon the sector if you want, and just play non-operations. So if I want to get into just an exhibition contest, I can, which is fine. Connected to the Hive, so there's people playing. There's 35 players playing, so that's pretty nice to see. Let's see here, 1v1. Let's see, 2v2, 1v1. Let's see here, 1v1. Now let's go back. Whoop. Sorry. And operations, you got your exhibition. Let's see here. This says risk-free practice match. It might be operations where you're supposed to do this. So clan requests, sectors of the Underhive, and everybody's just trying to take over different stuff. So you got your different brutal, deadly, easy, and let's just do this one. Here we go. Gaining infamy, what that does for you, facilities. If you want to. Training ground, medical lab, salvaging benches, gambling den and breweries. So just select a facility, and we'll do like the medical lab and house blessing, house request, infamous crew, and just different neat little aspects that do a variety of things for your character, customizations and whatnot. So we're going to confirm that real quick, and this is where you're going to get into. No gangs have found this headquarters. Retrieval, which is a weapon prototype, Royal Rumble. So we'll go here and choose this mission. It's going to wait for the enemies. This is the Ashtown Angels, the Sons of Iron. These are all gangs that people have essentially created. So we're going to continue. Sons of Iron talks about the infamy points you're going to receive, and then it's going to load up. And this is what this game's about. It's about 40k gang warfare in the Underhive, and it's just a fun game. It's really great to to make your own gang, name them, build them up, gain levels, and all that stuff. And I like that. You did have some customization like that in the Rogue Factor's other game, Mordheim, City of Damned, one another. But this one kind of puts another spin in the 40k universe. So that's basically what's going on here. And we're going to get into this. It's a hangar roof. Shows you what's going on here. You got to gather, and it gives you again the different things. Gather creative parts, gather weapon prototypes, and there's certain like objectives you have to do. So I got to deploy my fighters. So we're going to do this to make it easier. We're going to deploy them here. Deployment point. Alright. And I'm going to deploy another fighter. A lot of times, it's sometimes not bad to group your characters, but they're going to make me deploy and try to keep them kind of together, if you can. There we go. They're going to deploy another fighter, and then I'm going to have to put one, let's see here, somewhere else here. So we'll go ahead and we'll select the fighter to deploy. And there we go. Got them to just kind of take over that corner. So this is going to select a fighter, do our thing. So we're going to get into this. We're going to select her. These are my characters here, or their characters, I mean. And he's going to do this thing and move around. Puts himself in ambush mode in case, because he doesn't know exactly where I'm deploying in at. I can see his movements, he can see mine, but that's basically how it works. So this is my leader. You're just trying to basically figure out where people are and what's going on. So if I want to go to the floor, go up here, and you just kind of looking around to try to find these enemies. That's essentially what you're doing. Let's see here. That zip line, third floor. I can jump down and move over here. Let's see here. Let's move over here. Okay. So he had some traps laid down there. I can't move any further. Let's select a fighter. And that's what's going on here. Just playing a little skirmish here. Playing a little skirmish. A little operation. It's an aim shot. Got me with that. But now I know where it's right there. Evaded. Taking a little bit of damage. In turn, it's my turn now. And I gotta move this character. Try to figure this out, maybe move up to the top. On that. Okay, this one I can't. So I gotta figure out how to get up top here. Probably another way. Can't go any further. So we're gonna end the turn. There's a chest down there I probably need to try to get. And you get the basic gist of this game, the way that this actually works. So, and I'm going to select that character here, my marksman, and try to figure out where the rest of the enemies are at. And I think I've reached my limit with this character. I have, so let's see here. In turn. Alright, so now they're going to move. And as you can see, this is the basic ebb and flow of the game. You're waiting on them. They're going to come down here. And the AI, and fighting against other players, I mean, it's tactics. And that's what it really boils down to. 3-on-3 here. There's some damage to me there. select a fighter. So they're gonna go jump down here, gather some resources, obviously, which they're gonna have to get back to. Remember, there we go. Trying to shoot my character there, which they were actually at a disadvantage because of the weight. So now, what we're going to try to do is get up on this person here. Let's see, tactical. Now let's see here. Offensive, heavy barrage. This is Overwatch. Ah, crap. Why did not... It's not attacking her for some reason. I can't figure out why. Oh, probably because I'm using a heavy weapon there, so... Yeah, oh no, here we go. Yeah, I was just not in the range I needed to be. Blast her good. Alright. And inventory. I'm not going to really use it. We'll end the turn there. Got her in the back. So did some damage. They want me to select my next fighter, so we'll select her, and then it's going to go back to them. I'm going to figure out what they're going to do. Jump down again, and they're definitely going for the objectives. There we go. Now I've got to get up there. I got to figure out where the elevator's at that I can use to get up here. Should be. See, that's the problem. That's there. So hold on a sec. If I could get over there to that. I need to get to the center there. Like I said, even though I'm out of the circle, use zip line. It's going to zip me up top. That's where I want to be. There should be. Gotta figure out where these guys are at. There he is down there. And we'll jump down. Again, they're very generous with the movements, and the game does feel good. I'm going to strike her. Really good hit there. And in turn. So she's already very hurt. I'm going to select my character here. And pretty much when I have to do the same thing, I'm going to zip line up to that character. That's an extraction point. So we gotta figure out how to get, wait a minute, down here. Over here, let's see what we got here. Search that. Doesn't cost anything. There's some andonite crystal. I'll take that. Put it in backpack. And we're gonna go over here because we gotta get up to the top. And I've reached my character's movement limit, so that's fine. And this is basically Necromunda Hive Wars. It's got the strategic tactics type combat, but unlike Mordheim, it's really nice to see how I like how the game feels when you play it. She's pinned down. Just because of the movement and how it plays. If you feel like you have a lot more control. So we're going to take this character here, and then they're going to move or do whatever they're going to do. Just trying to figure out what to do. They disengage. Okay, now she's going to run. Run. Yep, got her. She put herself in Overwatch. So that way anybody attacks her, she'll attack if they come within her vicinity. But we're going to get her. I saw where she went, so... Let's see here. Let's figure this out. Of course, she went Overwatch, so because I was within her range, she's going to attack. It's a smart move. But I'm not going to let her escape. So we're going to get over here and hit her with the... you got aim shot, Overwatch, and then heavy barrage. And we'll do an aim shot. And then I can like aim for certain things like her head or torso. Torso's 100%. It will hit because it's center mass. I might go for the head though. Yeah, and down she went. Gravely wounded. Let's see here. I can search her body, and again, she's gonna have stuff. So it's good to take. It's good to take all of her stuff. Backpack, rivet cannon, healing supplements. It's good to have. Oh, I'm out of AP, but I can get her on the next round. So I'm gonna end the turn, and then select a fighter. Go with my melee character here. So they're already down a man, which gives me a slight advantage. He's going to try to run these parts back to base and stuff like that. Now he's carrying 2. And while he's carrying, he can't attack, but he's definitely making the run for it. But he can order attacks though and stuff. So as you just saw, he's going to try to get what he needs to do. All right, my turn. Again, I can go to the tactical overview. I can see where everybody's at, what's going on. If I want to see exactly what is the best thing to do. Let's take a look around here real quick. Let's take a look around. Figure out where everybody may have gone. I can jump down. Okay, that's where my canary is right there. So go offensive. It's an ambush. We're going to strike him in the back. Boom. Got him. I can attack him again. Boom. Got him. So it did some damage on him there. Go tactical. Tells you what it does. Support stats and stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and end the turn there. And I got to get my other character up here. I really do need to get her to the top here. So... oh, I got a hit. You gotta watch those things. So we're gonna use a zip line, and maybe I could have a shot at some guys. He was over here, so I'm gonna. Yeah, if I can get over here, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him. So we're gonna go offensive. Yeah, I can hit him from far away, an aim shot. We'll see what we got going on here. Chose an accuracy perk, so she's at 100%. We're going to choose that. Torso. Headshot. We're going to do head maybe. There we go. Let me get it into range here. Oh yeah. Tactical. I'm going to reload the weapon. And then end the turn. Now they're going to go. I have no choice but to draw her up here to fight. And Tamara Quill's getting hurt pretty badly from that distance. And I'm going to have to get her in a position to where she's better off. This guy here, see what he decides to do. He could drop his items and attack. He's going to try to attack Trixie McFingerbang. So yeah, he's still trying to make a break for it. But I'm still going to follow him. I ran out of movement. It's my turn. And if I can get her healing supplements, that'll be good. And then I can go to my inventory and see if I can take this healing. Let's see here. Let me see here. It's not really, says slightly defensive buff, healing received, but it's still not letting me. Let's see here. We'll carry this. And we're gonna leave it alone for now. I just gotta get out of range of this person because they're just gonna take pot shots at me, and I don't want to get completely screwed. And I gotta figure out, see, tactical. Oh, here we go. You gotta take the healing supplements. That way I can get some health back. And we're gonna go ahead and end the turn here. It's gonna be her turn. I'm just gonna jump back over to her. I gotta try to stop that guy. Okay, she got hit with some toxins. She's gonna try to stay up top where you're gonna have that advantage. Aim shot, yeah, trying to get my melee character. She went to Overwatch. And again, smart, very smart. I'm gonna see if I can catch up to the sea. It's gonna get me in Overwatch. Damn near killed me. But I'm not down yet, and I gotta catch little buddy over here if I can get to him. Yeah, right before he ran out. I can get the strike on him. And he's still up, which sucks. And I don't really have a way to heal this character, but we're going to end the turn. I might end up losing my character in the process. I've got to stop that other guy, though, for sure. I've got to figure out. It's my turn. If I can figure out where she's at. Or if not, I can probably get over here and still stop this guy. Yeah. We'll do this. Get offensive. Do another aim shot. 81%. We'll do that. Torso. And he's down. And then tactical. We'll go into this ascension. Oh yeah, I forgot I can might be able to get up there. Yeah, she got the grappling hook. Get up there because this girl is over here. Fucking my shit up. I'm gonna try to get her. Now that I got a range, I can attack her. There's only one of them left to deal with. Even she's heavily wounded, which sucks. But we're gonna see what goes on here. She knows she's in trouble. She's gonna try to escape and maybe even extract or pick up an item. She's trying to get these objectives. She's carrying a heavy load now. It's gonna be to kind of my advantage. Tamara Quill, she's gonna come over here. She's gonna melee attack me, obviously, which sucks, but that's okay. We're going to do this tactical offensive. Throw her in Overwatch. I gotta back up here or I won't be able to get her with anything. I might be able to get her with, let me see here, like stance. I've done used all my stuff here, so let's use a little buff here and do a kneel. No, we'll stand back up. I can't do anything right now. I'm trying to save my character from dying, but I may not be able to do that. She's heavily wounded too, which sucks, but we're going to choose her. It's my turn. We're going to take, let's just carry. Might be able to search him, see what he's got. A grenade and got a massive club. We're going to put in my backpack that grenade. I'm going to do this for now. I got to try to get over to figure out where these people are at because, let me look over here real quick. She's there. That's my guy. And we're just trying to get, that's where she's at. So I got to get, let's see here. If I'm there, if I zip down over there, she's there. So I got to get up and down here. So, all right. Let's let me look at something here. Gotta look. I gotta get up. Oh, I need to get over there. So, this is what we're gonna do. We'll zip down, zip up, and then have to go over and zip down. It's the only thing I can. Oh, watch out for that. That's an explosive. Try not to get hit by that. That'd be great. Unfortunately, you can't really do much about that. If I had an engineer, I could actually get rid. Oh, that sucks because I can't do anything. There's no. I can do this grenade. That did it. That'll do some damage to them. So they're about dead. And if I can get through this would be great. So, okay, now I gotta figure out where the hell are these people at? They're over here, so okay, I'm closer than I thought. And get down here, zip down. Alright, let's see here, and then I'm gonna do a little shot here, choose target. And then tactical. And we'll now we'll get back over here. She's basically surrounded. And then if we can do now she's really wounded, and let's see what this person's gonna do. Run essentially is what they're doing. And they're probably trying to distract at this point. Yep. Kind of figured as much. Yeah. They extracted. Select a fire looting round. So, since she left, and it's our turn, now we can just loot stuff. Since we essentially just won. Essentially. Let's go back down here. Yeah, I wanted to go down, not up, but there you have it. Go over here, we're going to gather stuff, gather that there. I need to go back, gather there, and lostment there. And that's basically, like I said, that's basically the ebb and flow of the game. And because I've killed both of those guys and took care of them, let's jump down. I meant to jump down, not jump. Dang on it. But it keeps making me jump. I want to jump down if I can. There we go. I'll try to see if I can find some of these things to pick up. Here's something here. Nothing in there. I think I've already looked at that. Or I can just, again, come over here, extract on out of here, which is probably what I'm going to do. Select a fighter. There we go. Of course, it's my turn. Let's see here. Jump down, of course. Oh, jump. Down we go. Again, I just love the movement aspects of the game and how it's very different from their first effort. Let's go ahead and get her out of here, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of. And again, I got defeated though, as you can see, because I didn't actually do any of the other stuff. No matter what, that's what I should have done. I completely forgot. You actually have to complete the objectives, so I kind of screwed that up. Got defeated, but that's your basic ebb and flow of Necromunda Underhive Wars. You go in, you play these scenarios, you play these objectives, and of course I didn't play the objectives like a dummy. I just extracted, not thinking. And I'm used to playing Mordheim, where Mordheim, even doing the objectives, typically you just can extract even when you win, and you just win. It doesn't really matter. But in this case, Necromunda is a little different. And it's going to go back to, and it sucks because you defeated everybody, but I didn't really defeat anybody, so I couldn't find the game there. So primary crew New items looted into the gang stash. You still get the items you looted, even if I got defeated. River cannon, auto pistol, this stuff here. Hit continue. I did get an experience, even though I got defeated. I still get survive mission. Tells you what you did, your XP you've gained. Let's see here, most valuable fighter, and most valuable fighter received an extra 30 XP, damaging enemy fighters, putting them out of action, gathering loot caskets, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of neat. And we'll go here. She survived, got more experience. In the Grim and Darkness Underhive, time is counted in shifts. So that's basically what's going on here. And it kind of shows you your infamy and all the other stuff. And I've unlocked, you know, the infamy screen, so you can change your facility's infamy skills. So if I want new skills, or I don't have any infamy points, but you can do it there. And you see basically what you're seeing here with this game. And I did discover their enemy headquarters, and that's your basic ebb and flow of this game. It's just a really good tactical strategy game with this great customization that lets you make your own gang, and you can play different things and level them up and play through the game outside of the story. And the story will let you play as all the other gangs that are available, and you play through their stories and what's going on here. But like I said, the meat of the game is this game creation. And if you're a fan of turn-based tactical strategy games, this is really one to look at. I think it's $40 new. And again, I love it because, again, it's part of the Warhammer universe, and it's just one of the games that came out of left field. I bought it, and I was like, wow, this is a really cool game. And it's just fun to be able to go through and do this, because you could spend hours with the recruiting and customization as more customization options open up. It's just a really good game. So I definitely recommend it to anybody that would like to play a game with a lot of customization, a strategy tactics type game. But the fact that the movement and the way things work is great. I love I like the fact that you do have these options, and you do have the ability to play through the game with your own characters and level them up and managing them and getting new weapons. And it does have those RPG elements, but then the movement, which is different than most tactical strategy games, you actually just move your character. And you can kind of do that again in Underhive, but it's a little bit different. It's just different, and this feels much more like a shooter in that regard. So it's definitely an excellent game if you are a fan of Warhammer games, or you want to get into a game that has the strategic aspects. This is not a bad one to get into, because it does kind of have an XCOM like vibe in that particular genre. If you've never played XCOM, definitely check that out. But this is a great entry point for people that would like to check out some of the interesting things that goes on in the 40K universe. Well, everybody, this has been fun tonight, showing you Necromunda Underhive Wars, and it's a great game, and this is part of Warhammer Week. And I've been hosting Warhammer Week yesterday. I did an episode at the start of Warhammer Week with Vermintide 2. You should check that video out. Put a subscribe button on there and like. Vermintide 2 is an excellent game in the Warhammer Fantasy universe. This is a 40K universe game. Tomorrow, I'll be bringing you more Warhammer Week for Tuesday. And what you're going to be, and I'm going to be playing, go back to the fantasy, and we're going to look at Warhammer Chaos Bane, a Diablo-style action RPG, and talk about some of the things that the game has done and added to that. And the game is excellent. It's continuously being updated and supported, and they've done a lot to the game. And I just love it. They've even added new class, they've added new areas, they've done so much to that game. And I think if you are a fan of your Diablo-style action RPGs like I am, you'll love Chaos Bane. Plus, it also has couch co-op. You can have two controllers and two people can play it at the same time on one screen. You don't see that very often anymore, so it's a really, really good game, and I'll be showcasing that game. This has been Necromunda Underhive Wars. Please hit the subscribe button. Check out the channel Unpaid Gamers. You can check out Posthuman Guy, the founder of it, of the Unpaid Gamers on YouTube. It's just Unpaid Gamers. And you can check out Banloss, the man, the myth, the Apex Legends, showing you Apex Legends on the PC, and he's in there showing you what's going on in the season. Posthuman Guy, the founder, he's doing his leisure plays and his podcast, and of course me at the Gaming Roundtable, showcasing some games that you may not be familiar with, bringing you news and a variety of things, including states of play. And I will be throughout the week throwing in some alternative sports titles. I know I'll keep talking about that, but the reason that I haven't done any yet, since I announced this on Saturday, is because some of these alternative sports titles I like playing, but I'm not 100% familiar with them, so I'd like to be a little bit well versed in them before I showcase them on here. So again, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for watching the Gaming Roundtable, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Gaming Roundtable for Warhammer Week Continues. And as always, gamers, good gaming.